Big second period for you guys. Come out 4 goals. Special teams was great. Just what do you think of the performance today?
Yeah, it was good. For 40 minutes of it, the first period we weren't playing to our game, and it showed. But we had a good bounce back second, and kind of took control of that game there.
How much does that get the guys going? Shorthanded goal, then a couple minutes later, power play goal, special teams, just really firing away.
Yeah, exactly. It's a huge momentum shift. We need more of that throughout the season, and it gives the guys a little jolt going into the next shift.
What happens between those two periods that allows that hot period to happen there?
It's a reset in here. It comes down to the leadership, each individual stepping up their game for the guy next to them. It's no secret recipe. Everyone had to step up, and I think we did it in a big way.
I want to ask about the crowd today, a high-pitched crowd. How cool is it to play in front of kids that maybe this is the only chance to see the Griffins this year?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's our second kids game in 3 games, right? So it's awesome for the kids to be here during the day, a little day off school, right? But the atmosphere here is always awesome, so we'll take any fans we get, right?
Is it more difficult to get going in an 11 a.m. start to get going right from puck drop?
No. I mean, that's an excuse, right, for it being early. We practice every day at 11, so there should be no excuse there. We're professionals, and we need to act like it. So going forward, we need to come out ready for the start of the game.
What has really been the success for the last little bit for this team? Obviously, a successful road trip, another win here against Rockford, one of the best starts in franchise history here. What do you think's been working for this club?
We're doing little things. I mean, great goaltending, right, always helps. And then we're getting timely goals. I think it's still a work in progress every day and coming together as a team and finding our identity, but we're playing fast, we're playing hard, and that's when we have our success.
When that team gets the power play goal here, and the power play, special teams, at least at the man advantage, has been a little bit of a tough spot in the last few weeks here. What really worked today, and what do you think this team's trying to build for on that aspect?
Today was all effort. We talked about it. We need to be better for our teams and the guy next to us. We'll take the goal, but as a unit of 10, both power plays, we need to be better out there.
How's the adjustment overall been for you since you came to Grand Rapids? It looks like the chemistry is working really well for you guys out there.
Yeah, it's great. I'm super happy to be here. It's my home state. It's always tough for a player coming to a new organization, but I was welcomed with open arms, and I couldn't be happier being here.
Kind of talk about this win today, another school day game for the club, and a little bit of a slow start, but able to come out with the win. What worked today?
Yeah, school day games are interesting. They start at a not very normal time, so sometimes it's a little bit of a, we do everything the same way and prepare the same way, but obviously they got off to a better start than us, but we found a way to regroup in the second, in between periods and come out in the second and, kind of take the game back over.
From what you heard, what was the message you think the team got between the 2 periods?
Well, I mean, we didn't play the way that we needed to play at all during the first period. There's a recipe for success with this team. It starts with details, compete, and hard work. It's a little bit different than, say, Rockford. They're kind of run and gun, high flying. And sometimes that can be a little tough. We might try to do the same thing a little bit, but when we stick to what we're good at, which is competing, being detailed, being predictable, and supporting each other all over the ice, things work out for us.
Can you just take us through your goal? Seems like a big momentum shift there. What do you see on that play?
It was just a great play by Danny. I think he and I have played together since the start of the season, and we've had a lot of looks, and it hasn't always gone for us. So it was nice to be able to cash in tonight. He made a great play, kicking it over on the backhand through a stick, and just try to go back the other way with it. And fortunate to find the back of the net. He and I talked, and it was going to go for us here at some point, and just kind of talked about sticking to what makes us successful, and that's holding on to pucks, getting on the forecheck, being responsible in the offensive zone with an F3, and if we continue to do that, we'll get our chances.
You guys are playing with a lot of confidence, strong start. Can you just speak on the confidence you guys have right now?
Yeah, I think confidence comes through the work that we've put in. I think Drizzy said it's still a work in progress, but since we've stepped foot in Grand Rapids, we've had an attention to detail, had a commitment to work ethic and compete and playing for each other that it can be tough at times in the American Hockey League. The ultimate goal for every individual in here is to not be here, right? So this group has done an incredible job of really working toward a common goal as a group. When a team is successful, the individuals are successful, and we've competed together, we've had each other's back, we've worked hard together, and it's worked out in our favor as a team.
You've been paired up with Nate Danielson pretty much all season so far. What's it been like to watch him grow early in this season in the pros?
It's awesome. Danny worked extremely hard, and he's got a ton of skill. Obviously, he's a high draft pick and very highly touted prospect, but he does a lot of little things right. He's in a lot of good spots, and just for him to get acclimated to that pro game, it's a little heavier, it's a little harder, things happen a little quicker, but he's got the ability to make plays inside of that game. And I think as the year has gone on, he's evolved a lot and just been more comfortable holding on to the puck. You saw by his play on the power play tonight, like he found that he had the time to make a couple plays that not everybody on the ice can make, and he's able to do that, and he has the confidence, and he's gaining confidence, and it's just been great. I mean, I reap the benefits of it. Obviously, great pass tonight, but it's nice to play with an offensively gifted guy like that. I'll just kind of do a little bit of the grunt work and hopefully get in some good spots.
He's getting a little bit of a chippy side to his game. You out there teaching him a thing or two?
Well, I hope so. He's following me around. I mean, a lot of it follows me. So unfortunately for him, he might find himself in a little bit of those. But I got his back. Nothing gets by me out there. And it's nice to see him feeling comfortable in his own skin in those battles, holding onto the puck. Just playing that grown man's hockey game that pro hockey is.
4 goals in that second period. How important is it to not just start off with a goal and tie it up, but then keep momentum going? And how does that happen just in the locker room here?
Yeah, I think we regrouped in the locker room after the first there. Obviously, wasn't our best start. Just kind of got away from our identity a little bit, losing puck battles, not getting pucks out, kind of playing hard with intensity. That's kind of our game plan, and we came out early in the second doing that, and it was clicking. It worked. So
the line of you, Lambo, and Ducey really worked today. Obviously, you guys had 6 points combined here. What works with you three, and how did this line kind of come to be?
I think obviously they're both great players. I think on this team we can kind of play with anybody. I think there's a lot of guys. I think me and Lambo spent some time together, really close off the ice, and we found Doucette kind of just is a guy that kind of works really hard, gets to the dirty areas, plays hard in the D zone, and I think today was kind of a day, like it was kind of a trial and error type of line today, and I think just all three of us were kind of clicking good, finding each other. Like I said, working hard. We had a couple shifts where we had them in their zone pretty good, just being good on the forecheck, physical. And obviously Lambo can make any plays possible. So, it was pretty easy playing with a guy like Deuce, and obviously Lambo he sees the ice so well, so it's pretty easy to play with those guys.
Talk about yourself, though. This start to having a few goals early on this year after it was a pretty tough 23-24 season statistically for you. How has it been just getting off to a good start this year and maybe finding some confidence early on?
Yeah, I think just kind of the biggest thing is kind of getting an opportunity. Fortunately, a couple guys went down early and kind of put me in a spot where I can get back to playing some hockey again, and kind of just taking that day by day and making sure I'm working my hardest, and doing the little things is kind of what I've been telling myself to do. I think last year kind of having a fourth line role and just getting a little frustrated at times when not getting kind of the same opportunity I was before my injury and stuff my first year. So I think it's all part of it. Went through a lot of adversity last year, obviously. But I think God's put this opportunity for me this year just to come back and do my thing. So kind of just taking it day by day, shift by shift, to tell myself, and just main things are working hard, being physical, being simple, no turnovers, and kind of not focusing on the point side of the game. And seems like it's working for me right now. So.
We talked a lot about the road trip last year in December that really brought the boys together. You guys went on a tear after that. Early road trips this year, do you feel like that's kind of happening earlier this year? You guys are becoming more of a brotherhood, more of a group like that early on?
Yeah, honestly, I think this team is, it wasn't too hard for us. I think there's a lot of great guys in here, great character guys. I think, we've been on the road so much to start the season here. So just some of those bus rides, playing cards, and hanging out every day, going to dinners and stuff on the road. Obviously, yeah, it helps. Helps off the ice, helps on the ice also. So, but like I said, this year just seems like we have such a great group of guys that it's been easy. It's been easy. So.
Well, just talk about this win today, Coach. Back-to-back against Rockford here. This team's kind of really hitting its stride right now.
Yeah, I mean, we started a little slow today, and but the kids were behind us, and I felt the guys in the first, second period were way better, and that was a big win for us.
What about the power play? I know it's only 1-for-1 today, but seeing that goal, do you think that's going to kind of help the special teams here? Because obviously it's been a little bit of a tough go with the
It's been tough, and we had a good stretch on a road trip in Springfield and Lehigh Valley and Hartford. We scored a couple of goals over there. I mean, it's sometimes a part of confidence, and but I can see the guys, they want to do well, and we had a good week of practice on the power play, and it's just a matter of build it up, and we have enough talent to score some goals, and it's going to be a key to win some games to the end of the season, so we're still working on it.
The team has one of the best records in franchise history through 13 games. However, the team has not outshot anyone yet this year. Do you guys really pay attention to that at all, or is that just kind of the way the game goes?
I think we work a lot on our D-zone coverage, to try to get as less shot every game, but at the same time, it's part of momentum games, and but the team is working so hard this year. I mean, defensively, like blocking shots, and really confidence that to the end of the year we're going to get better in this situation. But that stretch, I mean, it's maybe we don't have the most talented team in the league, but a lot of new young guys, and we're addicted to the game, and so far it's been very good for us and the organization also.
We just talked to the guys, and they said after the first period they knew they had to refocus, attack again, and there were good results. As a coaching staff, how nice is it that these guys know what they have to do and they just got it done today?
Well, it's a bit of a process every year. Like, as a coaching staff, you want to have those situations during the season that you struggle for a period, and then you have to reset yourself. And when you got a couple of leaders here that have some NHL experience, that I can feel after the first period they want to change things around. And what happened right up the start of the second period, we started the right way and get some big goals.
Today we see Alexander Doucette move up the lineup in today's game, and then you see him take the most advantage of that opportunity. What can you say about his play so far this season?
Well, I coached against Deuce for 4 years, and I can score a lot of goals, score 15 in juniors, and it's part of momentum. American League is not easy. Sometimes kids from junior, they think everything can go around and it'll be easy, but it's not. And Deuce has been worked very hard last year, up and down here in Toledo. And I mean, he had a good training camp, came in great shape, and he can score some goals. So if he gets some momentum, it will be a game changer for us.